Well, hello there, and good evening, everyone. I'm William Brantley from the North Jackson, Tennessee area on Walker Road, getting ready, or we're actually ready to share with you yesterday's and today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. It is kind of getting cold out there. It's been kind of chilly all day in some ways. It did warm up a little bit, but it's time to get cold again. We've had a lot of precipitation to our south, mainly rain, but there's actually a chance of snow down there toward the Gulf of Mexico tonight, believe it or not. But not here. They're going to get a chance of snow before we do. Isn't that something? Weather amazing. And I'm also going to try to get a Weather Channel insert on the local on the 8s. I think it'd be momentarily, unless they're going to show some commercials instead. I might have chose a bad time to start the video. Who knows? In the meantime, unless I see one pop up, I'll throw the camera over there real quick. Not throw it, but hold it. You know what I mean. In the meantime, let's cover yesterday's climate data first. With a low temperature yesterday here in North Jackson of 31 degrees. Yesterday's high was 47 degrees. Had no rainfall yesterday. Highest wind gust was 18 miles per hour out of the west at 1:37 p.m. 50 degrees was yesterday's hottest high in West Tennessee, and that occurred at Bolivar, Tennessee. Hey, Bolivar's on the top of the list for yesterday. How about that? 28 degrees was the coldest low yesterday in West Tennessee at Union City and Paris, Tennessee. And today's climate data looks like as of 5 p.m. the skies were partly cloudy. The temperature was 30 degrees, already down to 30 degrees as of 5 p.m. The dew point was 17 degrees. Looks like the humidity was 59%. The wind was out of the north at 9 miles per hour. And the barometric pressure was 30.26 inches of mercury. Looks like I'm going to have to wait till the end of the video to show local on the 8s. They got everything but that going. Oh well, I should have got it before 6, huh? Little joke on the side there. Today's low temperature so far has been 28 degrees. Today's high did get up to 73 degrees. Let me adjust it. There we go. I was a little crooked there for a minute. Anyways, today's high was 43 degrees, like I mentioned. No precipitation since midnight. Oh boy, I'm getting a phone call now. Debbie, I'm doing a video. Let me call you back. Bye. Alright, where was I? Let me see. Lowest humidity today was 54% at 4 p.m. The highest humidity today was 89% at 12:01 a.m. The lowest barometric pressure was 30.22 inches, and that was at 12:01 a.m. And the highest pressure would be 30.31 inches, and that was at 10 a.m. And the highest wind gust today was 20 miles per hour out of the north at 1:30 p.m. Now today's records for December the 7th. Hottest high would be 72 in 1966. The coldest high would be 23 in 1950. And by the way, yesterday's records, I did make an error on it. Yesterday's coldest low for December the 6th, I remember trying to say I made a boo-boo. I sure did. The actual real coldest low for December the 6th was 4 degrees in 1976. That was the world coldest low for December the 6th, 4 degrees in 1976. So I thought I'd correct that today. Alright, now back to today's records for December the 7th. Like I said, coldest high would be 23 degrees in 1950. The warmest low would be 63 degrees in 1966, while the coldest low today would be 10 degrees in 1950. So it'll be a mighty cold today on December the 7th in 1950, with a low of 10 and a high of 23 degrees. Only 23. But it was warm though in 1966, with a low of 63 and a high of 72 though. Interesting comparisons there with those years. Rainfall record for today would be 2.10 inches, and that happened in 1978. And the snowfall record for today, we had 1 inch of snow. Today on December the 7th of 2011. 1 inch of snow. Alrighty, well, that pretty much takes care of the climate data, and I'm going to proceed with the other graphs. Maybe the Weather Channel will throw in a local before I get through. If not, I just won't show one. No, I mean that in an honest way. Sometimes I get confused as to what time they're going to show theirs, and oh well, that's life. They just have nicer graphs than what I come up with sometimes. That's the only reason why I even show it sometimes. But here's AccuWeather's graph, one of them, for the radar. And there we go. Let me bring it up a little bit so you can see it. There's a lot of precipitation to our south. We're not that far from us. Well, I don't know. The good 100 miles south of us. It looks like it's trying to approach Tupelo, Mississippi. That's a little south of Tupelo, Mississippi. Looks like a little slight snow flurries maybe trying to form down near Memphis, but I doubt they're reaching the ground. Just a flurry here and there probably, but I don't expect anything like that here in Jackson. But down there toward south of Montgomery and point south of Atlanta, they're getting some heavy rain down there, my friends. It looks like it, but here in West Tennessee, we're okay. At least so far we are, put it that way. Alright, let me move on to the regional map. I'm going to put the radar down. I meant the camera down. See what it looks like now. Alright, that's a good picture of the southeastern United States. I need to pull this out a little bit so it won't be so close. Do you see the range stretching from the North Carolina border all the way over to Texas? Look at all that snow down there in Texas. My goodness. There's another map I saw a while ago showing snow as possible as far south as San Antonio, Texas. Or even as far south as almost New Orleans. My goodness, it's getting on down. And missing us here in West Tennessee. Now, we missed a few in past history where the snow took a deep south drive. It looks like that's what may happen this time around. And we wind up with nothing at all, really. It's staying too far south. But that's a pretty good little picture of the precipitation there. Let's look at the nation real quick. Let me see. Here's a national view of the country and the snow. So that area down there in Texas where it's snowing, it looks like blue to me on my screen. I'm not sure what it looks like to you. And a little bit of blue down there in Mississippi too. But it ain't going to come this far north. It's going to stay south of us. And so then you see with the other areas where it's snowing in different spots across the country, according to AccuWeather's radar. Alright, now let's move on to Weather Underground. See what they show. This is Weather Underground's surface map feature. Let me put it back. You can see a little bit better. You can see the precipitation according to their map. It's very similar to AccuWeather's, except it has highs and lows and the fronts on it. There you see where it's raining and snowing and all that. Let me get a close-up view on this one. Let's bring it up so you can see a little bit better. They're not showing the snow as dramatic as the AccuWeather, but the cold fronts moved through. Two of them did, actually. Let me get a slightly closer view of this one. There we go. Get a closer view of the southeast. There you can see where the precipitation is falling. Let me see if I can scoot this over just a little. I don't get too far out of range of Tennessee, though. I know. Alright. Let me see if I can scoot this one over just a little bit more, get a better view of. There's a better view of where it's snowing in Texas. And some of the names of the towns to give you an idea. Here's a local on the 8, so let me get it. Okay. There we go. Whoops, going too far. As tonight's forecast, I was going to get to it shortly. Briefing of it anyways. Tomorrow's still going to be cold tomorrow too, it looks like. That's tomorrow night. There's a 7-day outlook at a glance. Alrighty. Then we come back to the radar. AccuWeather, not other grounds radar. Now you see where the snow is south of us. And we're slowly branching eastward. You see where it's raining pretty heavy and how far east it goes. It's a wide range there, my friends. Alright, let me go back out again. That's a pretty good view right there of how far stretched it is. Alright, yeah, that's a pretty good view right there. Alright, now let me just move on to read the forecast for you. Then I'll be through. I tell you, I don't know about, I'll just read it to you instead of showing it to you. For some reason don't seem to get it the way it should be when I try to show it to you. Can't seem to get it right. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, moving, okay. Tonight is basically going to be fair for here in Jackson. We still may have a few clouds from time to time float by that may cause it to appear to be mostly cloudy, but it won't last long. It'll be mainly fair skies, though. It's going to be another cold morning tomorrow morning, like it was this morning. But the low appears to be about 24 degrees now. Earlier I was thinking 21. They've raised it to 24 degrees. Now this morning it was 28, so it's going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow morning with 24 degrees. Tomorrow's high should be about the same as today, 43 degrees. We should have northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour tomorrow. Now the sun will be setting tomorrow morning at not the sun, the moon, I'm sorry. The moon will be setting, well actually the moon rises tonight. I forgot that part. The moon rises tonight at, let me put my glasses back on, at 9:26 p.m. and be setting, there we go, at 10:35 a.m. tomorrow morning. The sun will be rising tomorrow morning at 6:52 a.m. and setting at 4:42 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. The moon will be rising tomorrow night at 10:32 p.m. and be setting at 11:20 a.m. Saturday morning. Saturday should be fair skies with a low near 25 degrees and high of 44 degrees with west winds of 15 to 30 miles per hour, so it'll probably be a little windy Saturday. And on Sunday, it's going to be mostly clear with low near 22 degrees and high of 47 degrees with west winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. And the last quarter moon, by the way, is complete on Sunday, December the 10th. And it's going to be fair for a few more days beyond that into next week. Low of 31 Monday, high of 60 Monday with west winds of 15 to 25. That's going to be the warmest day of the next 10 days anyways. It's a Monday with the high of 60 degrees and mostly clear skies that day. Next Tuesday, fair, low near 32, high of 43 with northwest winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. I'll call it at that, but it does appear like it's going to start warming back up toward the middle to end of next week. Since it's going to be so cold this weekend, it's going to warm up a little bit next weekend with highs approaching the 60-degree mark by next weekend, even with lows down near freezing, however. So that's next weekend. We'll be warming up a little bit, opposed to being so cold this weekend. And at this time, there's no precipitation expected here in Jackson for the next 9, possibly 10 days. So keep that in mind also, I guess. Otherwise, try to enjoy tonight. Try to deal with the cold weather the best you can. At least it's not super, super cold. It's even above freezing at the moment, or at least it was at 5 o'clock, with a temperature of 40 degrees at that time. Once again, low tomorrow morning under fair skies, 24 degrees. The high tomorrow, 43 degrees, which is what we had today, with northwest winds at 10 to 20. Once again, the sun rises tomorrow morning at 6:52 a.m. and sets at 4:42 p.m. tomorrow evening. And the sun and the moon rises tonight at 9:26 p.m. It sets tomorrow morning at 10:35 a.m. Alright, that's it for tonight, folks. Have a very pleasant evening. I hope you're enjoying your Christmas shopping for those that may be up doing that or out about doing that weather. And I hope you all have a very pleasant Thursday night. And I hope you wake up to a beautiful Friday morning and have a beautiful Friday, December the 8th, 2017. And of course, I hope we get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow night via YouTube and possibly tomorrow afternoon via Facebook Live. And until then, good night, everybody, my friends, and God bless you.